Hi everyone, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Amirul Hadi bin Ma'ali, and today I'm going to share with you about water pollution. Okay, so now let's have a look into what are we going to learn today. So first, we are going to look into the definition of water pollution. Next, we are going to look into the sources of water pollution, and after that we are going to learn how to save the environment, and next we are going to learn about the effects of water pollution, and lastly we will look into ways to reduce water pollution. Okay, now I'm going to tell you about water pollution and why I choose the topic. Alright, water is one of the essential utilities that we need in our daily life. Imagine a world without water. I'm sure you couldn't imagine it because there will be no world without water. Even our body composed of 70% of water, thus it can be said that water is part of us. What even worse is that having water but it is polluted. Thus, in this assignment, I will unravel several facts and explore deeper about water pollution. Water pollution is the release of substances into bodied water such as oceans, rivers, streams, ponds, or lakes that make it unsafe for humans and disrupt the ecosystem. So, let's have a look into my first poster. In this poster, I stated that there are 6 sources of water pollution. The first one is oil spillage. The next one is sewage and waterways, followed by mining activities, marine dumping, agriculture activities, and lastly, fossil fuels burning. Alright, so let's move on into my next poster. In this poster, I share with you several ways to help save our environment. And trust me, it is easy, and I believe that you can do it on your own. So the first one is you can pick up litter and throw it away in a garbage can. Next one, during gardening, you must make sure that the fertilizers pave into the soil and not wash away. And next one, I suggest that you wash your car in a grassy area so that the water will not flow into the soil. The next one is used motor oil are to be stored and properly disposed. Next, make sure that the spilled oil is coated with soil or suitable absorbent. And lastly, avoid disposed item into the toilet bowl. To quote Newton's third law, for every action there is an equal or opposite reaction. So I believe water pollution gives reaction to the environment. There are several effects of water pollution to the environment, to us humans, to animals, and also plants. This effect can be divided into 2, short-term and long-term. Alright, so now let's have a look into short-term effect of water pollution to the environment. First, the destruction of biodiversity. Water pollution depletes aquatic ecosystem and triggers rapid growth of phytoplankton in the lake. Next, contamination in food chains. For example, fishing in polluted waters and the use of wastewater for livestock farming and agriculture can introduce toxins into foods, which are harmful to our health when eaten. And lastly, lack of potable water. As per UN says, billions of people around the world have no access to clean water to drink or sanitation, particularly in rural areas. Alright, so let's have a look into long-term effect of water pollution to the environment. Those effects are loss of habitat to several species. This is due to the toxic substances spilled in the water. Next is disease. The WHO estimates that about 2 billion people have no option but to drink contaminated water by excrement, exposing them to diseases such as cholera, hepatitis A, and dysentery. And lastly is infant mortality. According to the UN, diarrheal disease linked to the lack of hygiene caused the death of about 1,000 children a day worldwide. So now let's move on into how to reduce water pollution. There are several recommendations that I can suggest to avoid the pollution become worse. Water pollution should be taken seriously as water is part of our life. So how to solve water pollution? So there are several things that can be done, such as wastewater treatment. Wastewater treatment consists of removing pollutants from wastewater through a physical, chemical or biological process. The more efficient these processes are, the cleaner the water becomes. Next one is green agriculture. Globally, agriculture accounts for 70% of water resources, so it is essential to have climate-friendly crops, efficient irrigation that reduce the needs for water, and emergency efficient food production. Green agriculture is also crucial to limit the chemical that enter the water. Next is stormwater management. Stormwater management is the effort to reduce runoff of rainwater or melted snow into streets, lawn, and other sites, and the improvement of water quality. It is important to avoid pollutants from contaminating the water and helps to use water more efficiently. Next is air pollution prevention. Air pollution has a direct impact on water contamination as 25% of human-induced CO2 emissions are absorbed by the ocean. The pollution causes a rapid acidification of our ocean and threatens marine life and corals. Preventing air pollution is the best way to prevent this from happening. Next is plastic waste reduction. 80% of plastic in our ocean is from land sources. In order to reduce the amount of plastic entering our ocean, we need to both reduce our use of plastic globally and to improve plastic waste management. Lastly is water conservation. Without water conservation, we won't go very far. It is central in making sure the world has better access to clean water. It means being aware that water is scarce resources, taking care of it accordingly and managing it responsibly. My last poster is about a quote of water pollution. It stated that if you pollute water, you pollute life. This poster encourages us to help save the environment and reduce water pollution. I believe it is not an individual effort. It should be everyone's responsibility. Saving our environment will help us saving life, either humans, animals, or plants. Besides, our ecosystem will be safe and the world will be a better place. Before I end my presentation, I would like to give special thanks to Ms. Arisha, my ENV lecturer, for giving me this opportunity to make a research about this topic. With that, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and thank you.